You find me this evening in the theatre, off to see Ross Naval. So a bit of a different start to the vlog this week. Obviously I won't film it. Anyway, so we're looking forward to this. Booked it ages ago. Don't know if you can hear me, but I'll let you know what it was like when we head out. So, surprise, you find us in the city again. I bet you weren't expecting that. I'll chat a bit more about Ross Noble later, but I'll just explain why we're here. Essentially, Will applied a while ago for British citizenship, and we've come to collect his certificate so that he can officially become a British citizen and get a British passport. So we've now completed both sides of that, so I'm British and Australian and he's now Australian and British. So we're off imminently to the consulate to go and meet the members of staff there, who will no doubt give Will a certificate, tap his head around with a sword or whatever, and then he'll be good to go. So that'll make life travelling between the two countries a lot easier. That's our destination. Next door to Cartier, no less. How are you feeling?
Oh, very British.
So as you may or may not have seen, depending on whether I was able to insert a photograph or not, Will has now collected his certificate of British citizenship, so he is now officially a British citizen. So how do you feel now that's all over?
Oh, am I on camera, am I? Yes, I feel thoroughly changed and transformed as a person. I would show you the certificate, but I've sealed the envelope. So this is the envelope in which the certificate is being held, which is a very nice envelope on Her Majesty's service. On Her Majesty's service. They clearly haven't updated their envelopes yet. And it was a very satisfactory experience all round.
We're packing it in this trip. No sooner is Will made a British citizen, we're off to the gallery to see a Rembrandt exhibition, which has loaned artworks from other collections around the world. So this is one of their showcase exhibitions that they have throughout the year. So this is the gallery we came to before with the waterfall out the front. So we're big fans of Rembrandt and really looking forward to this. Don't know how well you'll be able to see me. I can't hardly see anything. Maybe that's better. What did you do? Yeah, the exhibition was excellent. Sorry, they're playing the World Cup in front of me, and the exhibition was excellent. We really enjoyed it. It was worth the entry fee. You'll have seen some footage of some of the pictures I particularly enjoyed. It wasn't too busy, there was lots to see. And then later in the evening we went to see a film called Oppenheimer in the IMAX cinema here. And it was an excellent film actually, I can highly recommend it. It was quite long and I felt it did sort of drag a little bit towards the end, but for most of it, it was excellent. And the 3 hours flew by, so yes, we had a lovely trip. I of course hit the shops and I've got a bag of goodies between my legs that I will look forward to unpacking when I get home. We're just waiting to catch the train home, and we'll attracted quite a crowd of different types of gulls. So, stations up there, and we've had an excellent trip. Welcome to Sunday. We're now back from the city, and there was something I wanted to show you which I bought whilst I was there for the bathroom. As you can see, currently things are sort of hanging in quite ugly ways, but I saw these last time we were in the city and I just had to have them. What do you think? So these are hand-carved, hand-painted wooden hooks. As you can see, one a giraffe and one rhinoceros. For scale, that's my hand. I really like those. I am thinking about maybe getting a third one for the middle, but actually Will thinks the 2 is fine. I particularly like the giraffe. I think that's beautiful. You know, not that I'm particularly into giraffes and rhinoceroses, but I particularly liked these 2. So now we can hang things on the back of the door when we're in the bathroom having our washes. I am actually thinking of getting one to go here. I have a head torch which I wear when I'm retrieving wood at night and doing other stuff. They also had quite a nice crocodile one, so I'm thinking maybe of getting one here. Other things that I can show you. I don't know if I've shown you this before. I got this off Etsy. It's a little squirrel curtain holdback. So as you can see, these are the new curtains which go in front of the door and in front of the window. So this curtain's fine, but this curtain would get a little bit in the way of the door. So we bought this to hold it back. Let me show you this actually. I went to a charity shop recently and I couldn't resist getting this jumper. It may be the case that I do have a bit of a jumper obsession. But this is hand knitted and it fits beautifully. And it was $8. I also picked up whilst I was there a shirt by a brand called Witchery, which is quite a fancy brand. It's a silk cotton mix and it was retailing for $129, but they were selling it for $15, so I snapped one of those up because that was such a bargain. And it's a beautiful shirt. It'll be lovely in summer for more formal occasions. This is a charity shop in Lakes Entrance called Vinnie's, and they do sometimes get big brand dead stock in. So that was exciting. Oh, there's one other thing I can show you that's outside. Thought I'd just quickly show you the sign that Will made for our gate. He carved the letters in, then burnt them out so they were more prominent. I think that looks rather splendid. Very pleased with that. Did a really nice job. In case you don't know or have forgotten, this is the gate that leads down to our house over the bridge we built and onto our neighbour's property. I realised as well that I haven't updated you on Ross Noble. He was hilarious. The show must have gone on for about 2 hours, getting on for 2 hours. It really didn't feel like it. He's just such an expert at his craft. So if you get the opportunity to go to see him in Australia, I highly recommend it. But for those of you in the UK, I noticed when I went on his website that he's touring the same shows like Jibber Jabber Jamboree, I think, in the UK winter time. And I know that he's coming to Swindon, which may be of interest to those of you in my family who live near that part of the world. And he's also going up to Scotland, which may be of interest to those of you who live in that part of the world that know me. I highly recommend it. It's so funny. I haven't laughed like that for a long time. If you're in the middle of winter and you're feeling a bit gloomy and you want your spirits lifted, I can highly recommend going to this Ross Noble show.